so bringing this back at this time is kind of us like reminiscing about that. If there's any questions that you guys have for the actors or the directors, two of our actors had to go home early. Our Josh in my cast and our Katie in my cast. So Jenny Lopez and Henry. But yeah, they had to go home. So if you have any questions for any of the directors or any of the actors, feel free.
Or
Start from anybody. Or comments or anything.
I don't have a program or anything, so who wrote it and why did you guys do two casts?
Hold on. I'll explain your second question. We did two casts because we wanted everybody to get experience, and this is our drama 2-3 class. So we wanted everyone to be able to be on stage and be able to direct and split it. And, Skylar directed one.
We'll get back to you when you wrote it. Oh, I can't answer that question. Yeah.
The name is particularly long.
But the first name is William.
And the last name is Mastrom.
What'd you say, Blair?
Okay, I can spell it out.
Yeah, we can spell it. Okay.
It's William, M-A-S-T-R-O-S-I-M-O-N-E. Good job, Carla.
And then to elaborate on the answer that Courtney gave about the two cast thing, we wanted everyone to have a fair chance at taking on these roles, just because it's such a heavy topic, and it was so relevant, because everything that had happened, and then the Sandy Hook shooting had happened, but ironically, it had happened after we cast it, and after we were already in rehearsal. And then that was just that much more, it influenced us that much more to bring this piece to the stage again. Because it was done me and Courtney's freshman year, and we were supposed to do it every year as, you know, to raise awareness on school shootings and on these things happening. Any other questions?
I have one. Has it impacted a lot of your lives to make you really realize that what a significance it makes when you criticize and humiliate other people? Do you ever stop and think about that as teenagers? When you make comments or you talk about your peers? Does it make you think twice before you put them down and criticize them?
Well, I know personally that it makes me, I try not to say things that are mean to other people because we don't know what they're going through. We have no idea what their home lives are like or, you know, really what they're going through. So anything you say can make a person snap and do these sort of things. So I try to be nice to people as much as possible because it's really important.
Any of the actors want to answer that as well?
What's the question again?
Why does this play make you stop and think about what you say?
Yeah, so has it impacted the way you feel about like the way you talk to people, interact with others, and things like that? So.
No, do you think twice before you criticize or humiliate somebody or subject them to being harassed because maybe what they do that is different that you may not accept? Do you stop and think that they have a right to be who they are instead of criticizing them and humiliating them amongst their peers? That's my question.
I do. Well, I also do, and I also think twice about my sarcasm sometimes. So even that, I mean, yeah, you're joking, but you might not know how their day's going. And that little sarcasm might just put them on the edge.
I had some experience with that. Like, I had a really bad day, and someone said something mean to me. Just those small things can ruin my day. So I think about how other people's days might be going, and that just makes me keep my mouth shut about things. Even though I don't like what they're saying or doing, I just keep quiet.
I guess that is a loaded question, but in a sense, as a human being, you're kind of raised to be more self-centered than others, and as a defense mechanism when you're put down by others, you counter them by an insult. But we're not really taught as humans and bred as them. considering others' feelings. Though there's survival for this in a sense. But this play kind of shows that you can't really focus on, oh, you're doing this now, you have to think about things in like a bigger picture, how words can actually hurt people beyond just, oh, ha, ha, ha. Because some people have thinner skin than others. This kind of just shows that you have to always keep account of how others feel, not just yourself.
I'd like to answer too. For me, this production has been about not just what our peers say, but about parents' role in kids' lives. Because when parents add this extra added pressure, and just like Josh's grandfather, the only way that he was to be known as a man by stereotype is by killing something. And he has this placed above him saying that if you don't kill this, then you're not considered a man. And I feel like society nowadays, we place all these different roles, a man does this, a woman does that, a man does this, a woman does that. And we're stuck with all these stereotypes. And as parents, when they enforce those stereotypes so harshly on their kids, I feel like it adds a whole other layer of pressure. And then you don't know when you send your kids to school that they could be going through something worse at school. Whether it's being just normal teenage stuff like homework and grades and trying to get those things up. But then there's a whole other level of friendship and how peers talk about one another and how people are put down in school and things like that. And I mean, going to Logan, there's a pretty big acceptance for everything, for everyone and stuff like that, which is so nice to come to a diverse school. But when you go other places, not everywhere's like that. So we don't know how, when kids go to school, what they're feeling, and then when they go home. So it just teaches us as students and as parents, in the audience and everything, to just accept your child for who they are, basically, and to treat them nicely, and you never can guess what they're actually really going through. You know what I mean? Because it's not they're gonna come home and tell you that hey, all this stuff's going on. Most kids don't want to burden their parents with that as well.
Or their parents want to be burdened.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking as a parent. We want to be burdened.
Yeah,
We
I know.
want to be
But I
burdened.
feel like a lot of kids try to hide it back. You know what I mean?
Well, don't
I'm
hide
not
it.
saying.
That's what your parents are. Your parents are your caretakers. I'm not about you. I'm God for myself. So I'm saying this as a parent. Yes, we want you here. If your voice has something to say, let me talk for you. If you can't, I am here for you.
Preach!
Personally, I think it's really important to brainstorm with your kids. You need to talk to your kids. You need to see them. If they get sad and they get depressed and go in their room, you need to go in their room with them. Just press down, go down as low as they can. Right.
Let your parents know how you guys are.
Exactly.
Because we're human too. And
That's
we may
right.
be feeling the same way you guys are. So
If
you
something
just
happens to you, you're going to go us, huh? Honey, yeah.
Well, it's a little sentimental though. I think not all parents are as great as you guys are.
Yeah.
We
Because
like to think we have our mistakes, believe that. But I know one thing for a fact. Nobody's going to love you like your mom and dad. And if they don't carry themselves like that, they need to be in rehab.
And then we'll go on to the next question.
I'm kind of scared to contradict her.
I think all you guys did a wonderful job of doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so for mine, I know that you guys are probably like, why are they wearing white and why are they wearing black? Or somebody probably is like, why is it switched up? For the 5 kids down at the bottom, they are the ones who were deceased or who passed away, so that's why they're wearing all white. And then my 5 in the back are wearing all black. I kind of thought of it as kind of Greek theater. When we think about Greek theater, we have the chorus and we have the players and everything. And in the back, our 5 in the back that are the 5 actors, they're kind of telling the story. They're in the back telling the story, and the 5 kids are kind of giving you the story, and they're in the story and interacting together. And the reason why they're all in socks in my cast is that as an actor myself, I believe that when we step from our own shoes and get into the shoes of someone else, that we really need to feel that character. And instead of making them wear shoes, I made them come out in socks to really get with their character and really
were in the back, they weren't on stage because I felt like the kids who were laughing at him were in his head. So we wouldn't see them. So that's why I had them in the back. Yeah.
Are you doing another one?
We're gonna work on a showcase for the end of the year. So whether we have like some students want to have an interest in writing a piece. So some of the works up here. So some of them are interested in writing. Some people are interested in doing monologues next, whether Shakespearean or contemporary. And everyone's kind of just gonna do their own thing, and we're just gonna smush that together in a show and have that for you closer to the end of the year. Any other questions about the piece? Or to the actors or anything?
Did you guys choose your own cast members?
Yes. We
Oh,
did.
okay, yeah, so that's interesting too. The day that we cast, we split them in half, and it was girls and guys.
Yeah.
And so Courtney would go with the
Girls.
girls, and then I'd go with the guys, and then we'd switch. And then me and Courtney fought tooth and nail with each other after school at the library. And we picked and chose different actors who we thought would fit together or work well together and work well with us as well, because we have personalities that are sometimes hard to deal with at times when we have visions. So yeah, so we picked people that would work well together, and that's that. Any other questions?